Sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, we have it now. Okay, so got it. So I'm gonna share my screen again. Right. We're starting with reviewing the challenging questions, and we're gonna start with the one from Dave. Okay, his file is page 7 and 8. Let me go get. Okay, I'm just gonna share my entire screen. So right. Is my screen visible now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, let me get Davis. Now, I want to call someone's attention now. Mrs. Dupe. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Yeah. Am I right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Mrs.
Have you
Shijwade.
navigated? Okay, okay. Have you navigated the website before? I just want to show you how to go.
Toy, I've just registered her now, so I'm sending her login details straight to her.
All right. Okay, so okay, so you will get your login details as soon as it's ready. So this is the website, Talent and Career. So for those that know about it before, please just flow along. I need to break it down, but I'm gonna be very fast with it. So this is the website, right? Talentandcareers.org. So once you input that, then you just come in here and you log in. Then you're gonna have your login ID. Then be very careful. The password is case sensitive, right? I have mine already. So uh okay, so once you log in, the first thing you want to do is to go to your home page. Yeah, go to your home page. There's a reason for going to your home page, and
Sorry.
it's so that
Are you showing the website right now? Because I'm still seeing the PowerPoint.
oh, sorry. I thought my entire screen is open. Thank you. Let me share my entire screen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you for that. So let me just go back and start again. Okay, so Mrs. Sijade, so this is what I'm saying. This is the website. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. So the next thing you want to do is to go to login. Just click the login icon. Then we have this, right? This is what I'm saying, your login ID. You're gonna have it in your inbox. So just click on login after imputing that. Then you have the floor to yourself. So after that, where you want to go to now is to visit your home page, which is this. So clicking on that, you have this. So this button is so that you can have access to the courses and you can edit, you can add something on the LMS, right? Now just click on that. You have to turn it on. Just more like you having to open the door before you can get in. So it's on now. Yes, there's a network problem somewhere. Okay. All right. I think that's clear now. All right. So you can please just mute yourself, but keep your videos on, please. I want to indulge everyone. Please, put on your cameras, please. Put on your cameras, please. You can just mute yourself. Then when you need to talk, you can just go ahead and do that. Now, when you have everything done, I mean, having turning the editing on, then you just scroll down. You're going to have whatever courses you have to work on. All right, you're gonna have it. So for example, we have so many things we are doing. Well, you may not have access to that for now, but that's not an issue. So many, you're gonna see where you're to work, but where I'm going to really is the practice page, since what we want to do is practice. So I've got this. All right, so what you want to do now is to create a quiz, because that's what literally we want to do. We want to create a quiz. So I'm going to click on add an activity or a resource. Then so these are so many things you can do with Moodle on the website. So it's really an extensive tool if you really know how to find your way. Right, just wait for it to load. Then this is the default name that you're going to find on the what's it called now, the default name you're going to find on the quiz you're trying to create, but you can give it your name. I mean, the name of the file that is sent to you. Those that are working with us already have an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so this one I'm going to name it solving complex maths seminar. Okay, I'm gonna have it a seminar. Then I don't have too much story to put here, so I'm not bothered about this. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is to go to question behavior. When you get to question behavior, you are only gonna touch one thing, just one thing, and that is immediate feedback. You change it from deferred to immediate. Then save and display. This is being recorded, so you're gonna have that later. Never. Then I go forward to question bank to bring out my question. Why is this taking forever to load? Yeah, default settings. So I don't know. My mail is taking time to load for David's work. I only have it in the mail. Then maybe I have to move from here. Okay, I don't want to waste the time. So let me just go to this. This is one of the questions David sent. How to write 150 in Roman numeral. We all know the answer. The answer is CL. But the question is, how do we impute it? How do we make it such that the system would also accept it as an answer using formulas. And at the same time, we want it to be dynamic. You understand what I'm trying to say now? So what we want to do, create a question. These are the plugins I was talking about: multiple choice, true or false, matching, blah, 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 down to formulas and others. So what we need is formulas. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick that. Is my mail ready? Is my mail ready? Ready. Okay, this is still all right. So this is question number 1. Let me just call it Roman numerals. Okay, so let's see the question again. Question says, what is 150 in Roman numeral? Okay, so just drop your question here. I don't need the numbering. Now, I want it to be dynamic, and this is random, and this is global variable. So what I want to do, the best thing to use here is the peak index, right? So I have to put my index in here. Let's say I want to put 5 questions. Then I'm going to declare it, give it a name. I'm using A0, and I'll say 150. Then I think I have some written out. Okay, so I want to do 150. I want to do 185. I want to do 190. I want to do 148. I want to do 199. When you're using peak index, always try as much as possible that whatever you're doing is up to at least 5. Yeah, at least 5 in there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next thing I want to do is okay. Now we need to, let me put the answer straight up first so that we just pick it from there. Now what peak index does is just more like more of an, what word can I use now? Let me say alignment. Let me use the word alignment. Now, if you have, say you have this, okay, no, let me write here. 150, 185. Now, what it does is that my 150 should follow this because this is the answer. Then my 185 should follow, okay, yeah, 180. So this is 150, 160, 170, 185. So it's just more like you're putting them under each other. So that's what it does. So now let's come back. So for 150, now when you are using text or alphabet, you have to use your colon. So this, so 150 is known for CL, then 185 is for CL, that's 150, 160, 170, 185. Remember, it is case sensitive. Then 190 is CXC. Then 148 is CXL. Then 5678. Then 199 is CX. Okay. Now we have aligned this with this, this with this, this with this, this with this, and this with this. So that's the first and second step. Now, how do we do it such that the system is going to accept you know, text as our answer? So let me remember to change this. This A0 is already decoding this. So let's change it. We have to change this. So we close this part. Then the next thing we want to do. Now, this logic, I don't know if I have explained this to anyone before, but here is the logic. In algebra, when you set your answer type to algebra, it allows you to impute text, kind of. You know, for example, an algebra answer can be k multiplied by maybe y over 3, something sort of, in algebra. So when this algebra is declared, y is declared, it will accept it. Now, don't rack your brain too much about how that is built. Let me show you the simple way. I'm gonna put in some text, some alphabet and some random numbers. So don't cram this number, they are random numbers. Then I'm gonna put in some other random number. Now I need 5 of this. I'm gonna do another one, this, such that nobody can easily guess something of that nature. This, then this, then one more. Let me use H. Then I have this. Okay, now I have 5 of them already. Excuse me. What do I do now? Having this, I have to represent each of them. Tell them what they stand for. So just more like you're programming step by step, and that's just it. So this, now I need to double it. Because I will tell them what they represent. I need to tell them what they represent. So this is representing CL. This should represent this. This should represent this. This should represent this. And this should go with this. Right? So I have those ones. Now, how do I impute my answers? Okay, I want my answers to be ANS. So I'm going to do pick index, having my answers. Then I'll do arrangement. I'm going to do the arrangement. And the arrangement I want to do such that I want to have it in, excuse me, put it inside. Hold on, please. Okay, sorry about that. Now, what I want to do next is to arrange my answer. Remember, this is representing CL, this is representing this. So I'll just pick them one after the other. This, oh, I gotta put it inside. This will go with this. This is the third one. The fourth. And the fifth. Then I have to close my bracket. Now, how do I put my answer? Since this is representing this, so what I want to just do in declaring my answer is, okay, this is my answer box. Then I'll just say, excuse me, answer. This is how I create my answer box. Most of you are used to that already. Then I will now change my answer type, which used to be number. I'm going to change it to algebra. as against the one we know. So I'm changing this to algebra formula. Then I'm gonna put my answer here. Then I'm gonna change this to absolute error, then 0. Anytime you are doing algebra, absolute error is 0. You take no error. I don't want to set any other thing yet. So let me just leave it like that. And let's check what we've done to see if we are good to go or not. Do we have any error? Nope. Let's preview. Now, what I have done is not the only method. I've just tried to put it in a more simpler way. So whichever one you feel you are okay with, so far you understand the nitty-gritty, this would help, right? So 185, the answer is CL, that's 150, 150, 1, 2, 3, then 5. So let's submit to C. Sorry about that, please. I needed to fix something. Now, we can see that it accepted it and it was marked correctly. I hope my preview page was opened.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's check again. Let's check again. 148. So, let's check for 148. Okay, let's intentionally put the wrong answer to see if it will mark it correctly or not. So, it's wrong. But in the real sense, this is my answer. But I have decoded it or encoded it with the what's it called, with the Roman numeral. So it's just the simple way of saying coding. That's how it is. So why I decided to use long numbers like this is so that nobody can easily guess. Now let's do something. Let me see. Okay, let me refresh and show you. If the person guess and you go and put the 185, before I answer it, let me go and copy 185 number. Michael, are you there? Mike? Okay, 185. This is 185. So let me just copy it. Michael? Okay. Right. Let me just put the number here. So let's say someone is so brilliant and decides to put in this number or guess correctly. What's gonna happen? So let's submit and finish. You see that I still mark it correctly. So it's just as simple, just more like small encoding. So when you know 1, you can always merge it with 1. So when you know peak index, you know how algebra work, and you know some functions, you put everything together, then it's gonna work out. So this is the simple way of solving questions like this. So so far, any question regarding this part before I move forward?
No question.
Okay, no for now. Mrs. Modupe, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, do you have any question?
Not for now.
Okay, no for now. All right. I was still gonna share the recorded session to everyone. I mean, with everyone. So Michael, please, if you are there, kindly signify. I hope you're not asleep.
Yeah, I'm here. Just
Okay. I've been
unlucky.
calling. Say that again.
No, I'm here. I've been listening. I understand what's been done, man.
Okay, no problem. All right, so I think my mail is ready. Let me check what I have. What I have. What I have. What I have. Let me check. Okay, this is physics. There was one you sent earlier. Let me check that. Okay, yeah, this and this. Okay, so let's quickly solve this one before going further. Before I put it on the computer, I hope we all understand this.
Yes, sir.
Just look at it. I want every one of us to look at it, and do you agree to the answer? Yeah, do you agree to the answer? I'm waiting, or you want me to explain how we arrive at that? Okay, anything I'm expecting. Now, my reason for saying that we should all check is that when you have questions like this or challenging questions like this, the first thing you want to do is to solve manually. Honestly, it's going to help you. It will make your work faster. If you just carry the question, put it inside the system, and you start going, and you would have issues. This is why you end up having recurring decimals in your work. This is why there are so many errors. So just try to, okay, let me show you. This is my working desk. You can see so many. So I do a lot of workings. For example, now, I'm sure you're not going to see this very well, but I want to show you that this is a question now. I had to solve manually from here to here. So I already know how it works. I know the answer. Now, it would aid me to know what variable I need to touch. Which one I'm not going to touch. Okay, let me show you the question. 12 is greater than 3 minus 1 over 2x. Now, this is the question. Now, if I say, okay, this is what I want to do, and I end up, I just say, okay, this is 12. All right, let me declare variable 12, 11 to 40. This one, 5 to this. At some point, you will not know the numbers that are divisible by each other, and you end up having issues, right? And you spend longer time. So always cultivate the habit of trying to solve manually. Maybe at the end of the day, what you need to do, for example, now the answer is x greater than 6 over 25. Yeah. So I already know what to touch, what not to touch. And sometimes when I solve it manually like this, the next thing I want to do, I will tweak only one, maybe this. When I tweak it and I solve it again, I see that, okay, it's giving me positive. Oh, okay, no, it's going the step of 3, 3, 3, 3. maybe that's the divisible numbers or something. It would help you to know the numbers that you're going to pick. It is not every time that we do range. I mean, 23 range, 40, something of that nature. Sometimes you have to do 23, 26, sometimes 29 might not even work. The next that wants to work is 31. So it brings variability and makes your work faster. So regarding this question, says a school with 360 pupils travel to the zoo for a day trip. Now, he said at least one adult must be in every 7 pupil. So the minimum number of adults needed. Now, in 360 divided by 7, we have 51, remainder 3. So these 3, are you telling me you want to leave them back? No, you have to assign one teacher with it. That's why I said the minimum number. Minimum. So minimum is actually 51, and at maximum you're gonna have 52. All right. So, but at least they are human beings. That's why we are saying 52. Had they been they're not human, we're just gonna round off the number. So that's the logic. So let's quickly put that on the system. Now, while doing this, I'm going to answer or show you 2 or 3 things so that I don't come back to them and not take your time. Under basic functions, floor and F mode. These functions are they are from C programming language. I don't know if there's anyone that is familiar with C programming language here. Anybody? Anyone so far? So they are from C programming language, and it's not thing sort of. So we are going to make use of them. So by doing this, I would have explained that part. So we don't need to come back to that area at all. So, okay, number 2. Floor and F mode. Where's the question again? Okay, let me just pick it from here. Okay, we've solved this. All right, we're gonna come back to this. So this is this. Let me just copy and paste. I don't need numbering. Come on. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing here. Then I think I've got all right. Let me drop this and put my answer box. Now, David, are you seeing what I'm doing
Yes,
here?
sir. Yes, sir.
See, this is already a sentence. So I dropped another sentence down. Then I have one more sentence, and I decide to bring the sentence here to create my answer box. So I don't have to put all my questions up there and come back and say answer in this place. It is when maybe it's just a line, just a sentence, and you know you need to have something in this place since it's a compulsory field. Do you get now?
I understand, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So what we want to do now, we've got 360. When you divide 360 by 7, that's what you're gonna have. I have one more numbers. I mean 2. Yeah, so 3 of them. I've got this. Then I have to change this place to A, which I used to declare here. I'm leaving this 7 because I want to keep on doing it with 7. Now, there was something I did about. Now, let me quickly explain floor. What floor we do? I mean, this function. Floor would divide for you, but we give you, for example, when we say 360 by 7, our answer is 51 remainder 3, right? Now, floor will give you, when you apply the floor function, it will give you 51, only 51. What F mode will do is to give you the 3. So let's call this floor and call this F mode. I don't want to go deeper into the application in under C programming language, but it is from the C library and it gives you the remainder. So when you say 360 divided by 7, floor will give you 51, F mode will give you the remainder. Do we all understand that now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so let me just show us how to do that. Normally, if I do, let me do A divided by 7, it will give me my answer, but recurring decimals. So it's not as if this is not going to work, but it's not going to split it on the 2-inch for me that I want to show the student that this is this and this is the remainder. Do you understand now? So this comes very handy when you are working with long division. Yeah, it comes handy when you are doing something related to long division. It will really help. So what you just want to do is to show them the beginning, then you also show the end of it. That's the beauty, right? Now, so I will apply my floor. I will say floor into bracket A divided by 7. That's my floor. That's the application of the floor. Then for my F mode, the way if you are okay now, please, I want answer from everyone. I just want to know so that we're gonna see how to really help ourselves and improve. Do you who knows programming language, or which programming language are you very used to? Say Python. If you know a bit of Python, something, please you can just say something. Just answer by yes. If you don't, just say no, it's fine.
No, sir.
Okay.
I don't have
What about
knowledge. I don't.
okay, it's fine. Peace, what about you?
No.
Okay, Mr. Guiga.
So this one.
Okay, then Mrs. Mudupe.
0.
No, do you know that it's no longer 0? It's no longer 0. We can say 0 point something or 1 point or something because so far what we have been doing, we have been passing some, what's it called now? We have been using some functions already. For example, now in Python, when you use something like this curly bracket, I think you are making use of tuple. When you look at those are the basic. We have tuple, we have list. I mean, no, this is set rather. I beg your pardon. This is set. We have tuple, we have list. So many of them. So you're already applying them. And now you've learned this one. This one is from the C library. So you have learned 2 programming languages today. So it's of them. You know, when you learn programming and you're not making use of them, you tend to forget. There are some algorithms I know offhand some month ago, but right now I have to go and spy before I will remember something. So sometimes it's like that. All right. So why I asked is because of how to pass arguments. I don't know if you've ever run a line of code before. Let's say you're trying to define the code, define function, this and that. Then this has to come under this one, something of that nature. Then passing argument. Where I'm going to is this. For floor, this is how you pass the argument. For F mode, it takes argument of A and B. It does not take slash. Its own argument is A, comma, B. Now, don't be stereotyped to A and B. It's telling you that I take arguments for this one, then on the other hand, I'm taking for this other one. So let's see the application. Let's see now. Let me see. And 2 equals then F mode. Then I'll just say A, comma 7. I can as well put my, so as to make it easier. 7. This one will not take 1, please take note. So that's why I put 7, 7. So I can change this to B. Then I can change this to B. Then I just remember something. I'm gonna go back to it. So this is B. All right. Now I still need one more thing. Oh, good. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that. My final answer will be n plus 1. Why am I doing plus 1? The reason is because for example, 450 would have how many persons left? I did that calculation yesterday. Yeah, 2 persons left. 64, then 2 persons left. 320 would have 45 and 5 persons left. So we can't leave them. So we already have plus 1, whatever their answer is, plus 1, not to this one. Whatever the floor gives us. For example, the floor for 360 is giving us 51. Floor for 450 is giving us 64. While that of 320 is giving us 45. Okay? So this is what we are going to add plus 1, plus 1. So that is why I am doing this plus 1. Are we clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let me just go down and put my answer. Now, another thing that we need to note for those that are working at the moment, please, we need to be detailed oriented. For the other one, the first question I did not put the solution because I'm trying to beat time. Now, whatever you are doing, try as much as possible to be very, very detailed. Very, very detailed. So in this one now, I can say that, okay, I have it typed out now. Let me just say, I think I typed it out. Let me check. Okay, no, I didn't. Let me just show you. Now, excuse me, as there was minimum requirement of 1, so that the student will understand 1 adult to every 7. Remember, B is standing from 7. Every 7 children, at least, I can't see my screen anymore. Not correct. Okay, at least ANS, that is the final answer. Adults were required. So these are the numbers of people that are required. Now we got that. Then the next thing we want to do now, let's see to see what we have done so far. So please, let's take note of that. Let's check. Okay, I'm gonna preview now. Okay, we have 320. So let's see what's going to happen. Oh, I didn't even show the work of my floor and F mode function. So how do I do that? I'm gonna go back to show you. So let me just add it. Let me say when we divide, what are we dividing? What's the name of our first A by B? We'll have what's that now? Our floor was an I think we used an for our floor, then remainder F mode. Yeah, the F mode is and 2. So let's check if it's gonna work. So I want to indulge everyone. Just try as much as possible to look at. There are tons of websites you can learn programming. I mean, very, very easy to get. Just look at one function today, one function tomorrow. It would really help you. So, because sometimes you might need to combine 2, 3 together to be able to get something out of it. So one might not just work. Some are standalone while some are not. You understand now? So it's saying when we divide 320 by, we have, can you see now? So our floor is playing out while our F mode is also playing out. And of course, if I should do this manually, I think I used to have a calculator here. Let me just check. Can anyone check for me 320 divided by 7 on a normal note?
Sorry, Mr. Don, sorry for cutting you short.
Yeah.
I have a question I want to ask.
Shoot it.
Okay. Now, when you preview this thing,
Yeah.
is it the way it's going to show the students when they start attempting?
Yes. What I'm saying in my preview is what's going to show the students.
Okay. What if the student now he didn't attempt to answer the question and he now click on the will the preview now come out like this?
Yes. If you mean if the student did not put in the answer,
Yes.
yeah, it will show, but it will mark the student wrong.
Okay. What if he attempts again and he has seen the answer now? Put the answer already.
If I get what you're trying to say, you're saying, okay, let me
Yes.
just go back. Let me go back. For example, like this, right?
Like
And the
if
student,
you attempt the question again now, the same question like this, it will just input the answer since he has already seen the answer output there.
yeah, you as you're working from the back end. You understand? We are all back end developers. So we are the
Okay.
one that have access to start again.
Okay.
Once we load it for the students, they don't have options to do
Go
it
back.
again.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's only once.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah. And there are some times that, in fact, you can do, I'll show you, when you are putting your, what's it called? I don't know if you've written any exam before in safe browser mode. Safe browser mode is such that
Yes.
once you start, you can't go back, you can, so it's only that screen that is made available to you that is working. So it's because we are back-end developers, that's why we have access to all of this.
Okay. I get it now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So any other question? Michael, are you following?
Yes, I'm feeling closer.
Okay. It's already looking complex, right?
Yeah, just trying to understand how the flow works.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Okay, so there's something I failed to show you the other time. Where is it? Where did it go? I used to have one file. Okay, yeah, I used to have this. I hope I didn't mistakenly click on extraction. Probably we just switch what we're doing. Okay. I'm expecting a file to be opened now. If he's gonna answer me. But if not, let me just go to let's have it. Okay, we've done 2 of what we have here. So I think I'm no longer following my slides, but definitely I will cover all we need to cover, I assure you. I want to show you I think most you all have it. Yeah, you all have it. You all have it. Peace as well. I'm talking about the JavaScript code that would help you to increase your answer boxes. I think you have them, right? Hey, nobody stop. Peace, you do? Is it my network?
What do you mean by increase the answer box?
Yeah, there's a JavaScript code, right? Here you go. I don't want to take time to explain this, but this is just some lines of JavaScript code. What it does is to, okay, let me just show you now. Let me copy. I'm gonna show you now. You don't need to rack your brain or start writing this yourself. If you need it, it will be made available to you. Now, let's preview this before I use it so you will see the difference. Now, do you notice? I just want you to gauge how long this answer box is. Can you see that? Huh?
Yeah, I can see
Okay.
it.
Now, so let me go back and do some changes. Now, on a normal note, you have to be using, we have so many code editors. We have Atom, we have VS Code, we have Jupyter Notebook. You have so many text editor like that. But with the use of Moodle, everything has been put in section because indirectly you're coding HTML as well. You don't know because look at this now, HTML, this is paragraph, start and stop. That's just it. So in there, I want to paste the code that I copied. And just update. It won't show here, but it's already there. So let me just save changes and go and see the effect on what I was for. Let me see. Sorry. Okay. What do I do now? Can you see the difference? Michael,
I can see it. It's still a
you
white.
see, yeah, wide and shorter, right?
Yeah.
Now, another thing it does is that it stretches as you impute something inside. Let me show you. Can you see?
Yeah.
Aha. So depending on the length of whatever you want to type inside, it's gonna stretch. So that's the beauty of the code. Are we cool?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's very dynamic.
Yeah, that's the word. Okay, so let's quickly go back to David's file. I think I've sorted question 1 and 2 for David. Let's go to, you sent in one that was physics.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this. I think there's a problem with the answer that was given to you. I think because I believe we all know physics here. I'm not trying to ridicule anybody, I'm just asking. Huh? Because if you look at, I think I have the file itself. Oh, okay. Let me just check.
The one, I
It's,
think the one that has problem is the one that is more like the third one. For why? I think that one is the one that
yeah, you know, there was supposed not to be any acceleration, I think,
yeah,
because it's moving at a constant speed.
constant, yeah,
So it's supposed to be 0, not the answer that was given.
yeah. 50 minus 50 is 0 divided by the time. It's supposed to be 0. That's what
Let
I
me be sure
imputed.
this is the, okay, then that of the, is this your work? No, this is, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, now it's saying calculate the acceleration of the car in the first two, no, is it this? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
yeah. That's the work actually. But my problem is not with the calculations. I'm okay with those ones. Is the one that says the second one. What is it called
This,
again?
is it this one?
The seventh. The P7.
Page 7,
Yeah, P7. Yeah.
page 8. Okay, page 7, question what?
From question 5 to question 8.
Okay. Question 5. Describe the motion of the car at X. Yeah, let me see. I think that was given. Let me go and check your answer. Page 7. Then question what now?
5 to 8.
Question 5. The motion during X is acceleration. You know, it's moving up. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is the velocity is increasing with time.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
but for something like this, it cannot be dynamic because you are making use of graph. It cannot be dynamic. It is one way. It cannot be dynamic. At Y now, at Y, it should be 0. Yeah, it should be 0 because what is it called now? This is constant.
Constant, yeah.
Yeah, this is 50, then divided by 9 minus 6.
Which is 3.
Yeah. So no. I did one calculation yesterday. Hold on.
I think 50 minus 50, 9 minus 6.
Yes, 50 exactly. 50 minus 50. Yeah. So the answer is still 0.
0.
Gonna give it 0. Then this one supposed to be negative. You know, it's deceleration.
Yeah.
So, but in the answer guide that was given, I think the answer guide is wrong. because
Okay.
this, you're doing v minus u over t, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is your initial, 50 is your initial. Because it's decelerating, your final is now 20. This
Yeah.
is your u, don't mind me, and this is your
V.
final. So when you are doing v minus u over t, you are doing, if you trace this now, this is 20 minus 50, then divided by whatever. This is 9. This is 9 minus 30, that's 4, right?
4, yeah.
So this is minus 30 over 4. So definitely your answer will be a negative one.
Okay.
So the answer guide that I saw there is wrong. So please correct that. That's wrong. Then the same thing is applicable to the second one. Do you understand the description now? For X is acceleration. For Y is constant. Then for Z is deceleration.
Okay. Okay,
Now,
like,
okay, go ahead.
okay, all I'm trying to say is how to, I've already seen how to make a string, will I say, an answer. You have already showed me that. So I'm just going to edit how I did it. As in, I just made it, it's not, what is it called again? I didn't do it multi-choice. I did it formula, but I used, if you want to add units, something like unit options. That's how I used to represent the answer. I just want to know how to use letters as answer. That's what I wanted to do, but you have already done that in the Roman numeral. I will edit it later.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now, what you can do, because some student can say acceleration, then can say constant, and at the same time can say balance movement. Okay, let me even say steady movement. They are still correct. Do you know?
Yeah, I understand.
So to avoid that, you will now give your instruction by saying, give only one word answer.
Okay.
So when you say give only one word, they will now be constrained not to say constant movement, this one, that one. So for this one now, what you're expecting is acceleration. What you're expecting in Z is deceleration.
Deceleration.
You're not expecting negative acceleration because you already said one word.
Okay, sir.
Now, in this Y, in Y is 2 words. So you would be using, you can say give only 2 words. You can now
Okay.
do constant. Now, you will now vary. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just show you something. Okay, let me use the whiteboard. So I don't take too much of the time. Is my board open now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, instead of, okay, let's say you're inside your answer now, and I want 2 words answer. Are you with me?
I'm with you, sir.
Okay, so I can say W 2 3 4. Just for example, you use long numbers, so I can say 2 6 9 8. Then I can now do Q 6 2 6. Then I will now do 1 2 3 4. Take notes. Now, for this one, I will repeat it and say W 2 3 4 equals constant.
Okay.
Constant. Then for this one, I will say Q626 equals velocity.
Okay.
I can still say Q626 equals speed. Then every other word that you also know, let me see what is here. Constant speed or velocity. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Now, in this situation, do you know how to use different parts? Part one, part two. You have to split your parts because you cannot put everything inside one part. You have to split them. So if I want to impute my answer, I will now say W inside that my answer, this thing. W234 asterisk. This is like a wild card. That's what we call it. Huh?
Okay.
And that wild card can be say space. Huh? So if the student impute constant space, then speed, it will mark it correctly.
Okay.
If you say constant velocity, it will mark it correctly. So that's what you do. If you have further this thing, let me know. Then for the one that you are doing only one answer, you just copy only this place. Huh? And come back to your answer this thing and just open this your quote and paste it and close it for the one that has one answer. Then
Okay,
remember
sir.
to change your answer type to algebra and
Okay,
change
sir.
your absolute zero. Your absolute error to 0. So that is that. Now I think this has answered the 2 parts, right?
Yeah, number 8, the last one.
Number 8,
Not yeah.
the distance
Wait,
between
no, sorry, not this one. The next quiz, number 8, the last one. It
this
says
one.
this. Yeah.
During which stage of the journey are there no resultants? That should be at Y because everything is going at
It
constant.
says explain your answer. That's my problem.
Okay. Explain your answer. This is Peace. Will you explain to us? This is one of the things that you do. Okay, let me solve it then. This is what you do when you encounter something like this. Then I can say, you see the essay auto grade.
Yes, sir.
This is what you're gonna use. There's another code that you need to put. But mind you, you have to do your labeling very well. For example, let's say what you're working on is number 5 or number 6. So you can say number 6A, number 6B. Do you understand now?
I understand, sir.
Okay, so my goodness. Let me see. Let me just call this 3. Okay, you know what? Instead of stressing yourself, let me show you where you can get it.
Okay.
Let me show you where you can get it from.
I'll just start my class.
When you open this place, come to default for system.
Okay.
When you get there, The reason is that there's a code that you need to use as well. It will tag auto grade with multiple choice. So that's why. Now, please always duplicate. Don't move it. Just click on this and duplicate. Now, be very careful. You only edit this one. The reason is this. If you mistakenly close something that you shouldn't close, you will run into trouble. And what trouble are you likely to run into? Let me show you. This space, between this space, there is a code there. Let me show you. This.
Mm-hmm.
This is also JavaScript. So it's going to hide. There's a way you merge it together. It's going to hide this thing. So you've put your question in there. Don't do any other thing. Just save it. Then you want to move it. Select. Select. Then with selected, move to. So where are we moving it to? We are moving it to solving complex maths. That's where we are moving it to. So just move to. Okay, there you have it. So you now add one more layer. I'm going to add this question and show you how it works. We had one more layer, which is multiple choice. And that you know. So I will just say Q3B. Then I'm going to say I can say mark your answer. So the student will also mark their answers by themselves. This is not multiple choice, it's just one answer that is there. Then you don't shuffle. Don't shuffle. I'll tell you the reason. Now, the answer is why. Then you now say because, oh my. So I'll give it 100% mark. Then I'll say any other answer different from the above equals 0. So this is what I'm expecting. So no matter the English the student write, if you like, write 10 pages. What I need is constant speed. Do you understand now?
I understand.
Yeah, so and I already graded it 100. Now I said don't shuffle. The reason is that if you shuffle, this can jump up at any time. And this will be below. So it will be 100% confusing. Right? So that's as I don't shuffle. So let's save it. I'm going to show you how it works at the end. I'm going to load the questions for you to see. So apart from this, any other one? That's all right.
I think that's the last one. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you understand this number 8? You have to do area. What was it? Base times I divided by 2.
Yeah, I've already done. I've completed the task actually. It's just that 5 and 8 that I did it with what's it called? Formula, but I used options within the formula. Like the student can choose what the answer is, like acceleration, velocity, and I just manipulated it. That's how I did it. I just want to know the standard, the actual standard to
Okay.
as in the accepted standard. That's what I said.
Okay, so I think that is done then. Let me go and check. So we are through with that. Then let me check Mr. Boyega's work. That's a little simpler. Then you also understood the combined area as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think this is not number 19 or thereabouts. I wrote it somewhere. Okay, I think I picked out the question already. Let me just check. So we've done number 1, done number 3. So 4 and 5. No, 2, 4, 5. That's what I want to do now. So let me quickly can we have finished this today? Let me handle number 2 now. What is the combined area for A and C? Q0. No, number 4. Now, where I'm going to, the aim here is to solve this. Now, if you look at this image, what can we do? We can do a lot with it. What you need is your sniping tool to be able to snipe, which I believe most of us know how to use. My tool is coming up. What's happening? Okay, I think I have it already. Sorry, this is taking longer time to load. All right. Now, I don't know. Can you see my cursor? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Okay, you can see my cursor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to snipe.
Yes.
So I did already. What's happening? Okay. Get it ready. All right. I don't know. Am I the only one experiencing this sluggish attitude from Windows 11? Anybody using Windows 11?
Yes, I am.
Is it still slow at your end?
No, it's not. Maybe it's your system.
Now, wow. That was why Windows.
Did you just upgrade it?
Yes, I just did.
Well, when you do some upgrades, it should
Okay.
update
So there is a way to make it faster.
Okay. Is it running is it clearing the cache or what now?
Just go to your search, type cleanup, run
Okay,
as administrator. It will delete old Windows and some unnecessary files.
okay.
Yes, yes.
Search, then
Clean
as
up.
a search for what?
Clean up.
Just
I
go
hope
to your,
that will not disrupt what we are doing at the moment. Okay, maybe I can just do that later. Okay. In order not to keep us. After searching clean up, then what next?
Run as an administrator.
First.
Yeah.
just
click on it. That app. This
This
clean up.
clean up.
Yeah.
Okay. It's taking time. I should run it as an administrator, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Open.
What's your RAM?
4. It's my processor actually. My processor is 1 point. It's not 1.1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That may be the question.
Yes. It's the processor. So let me just go on with this while that is going on. Okay, so I have option to open with something went wrong. What happened? My goodness. If this is taking time, let me just skip it to another one. Let me go to another question. For this one, let me just explain this. For this one, says calculate the gravitational potential energy stored in a 6 kg ball lying on the ground. Now, based on the normal calculation, the formula is mass, the gravitational field strength, and the height. Now, if we say mass, our mass is 6. Let me put it here. Mass is 6 multiplied by the strength, our G is to be 9.81. Then, what is our height? It says lying on the ground. So that means it has no height. That makes it 0. Huh? That makes it 0. So when you multiply all of this together, it will still give you 0. So that's why our answer is 0. So, Mr. Guega, do you understand now? Hello? Can you hear me? Mr. Guega?
Yes, I'm very.
Yes, I said, do you understand it now?
Yes.
This one is from your work. It's from the one you sent.
Okay, sorry.
So it's only this one that you will change. This one, 6, you can change it to between 5 to 21. Should get. So
Okay.
when you have it like that, then it is inside your solution. You now put this one. So this 6 will no longer be. This 6 will become whatever you use to declare it here, which is A. You understand now? So you'll be having something like A times 9.81 times 0. So everything will become 0 at the end of the day. Then for this one, mass of an object, you can write out these formulas. This is the formula to find the mass. This one is to solve for height because it's no longer direct. So what you'll be doing is 300 divided by 9.81. Okay, let me solve this particular one so that we will understand what I'm saying very well. This is my sniper is not working. Open with something. It's okay. So while we're waiting for that, let's just undo this one instead. Now calculate the mass. I want to change this. I want to change it, and I want to change this as well. Now, I am not too careful of whatever answer is going to give me. I'll tell you why. A, let me start from 200, and I want it in range of 100. Mrs. Modupe, please, are you still there?
I'm I'm following the class.
I hope it's not looking too complex now.
It is actually, but I'm sure I'll catch up.
Sorry, huh? Okay, no, so let me just break it down now. Now, this one, okay, then Michael, are you there? Michael?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah. So this, the one I was trying to explain to you the other day, what we did was this range, this. Now a third party is coming. The meaning of this third party is like go in the steps of 100. Do you understand? That
I
is,
understand.
start from 200. I want you to end at 600. But by your movement, please move in is I'll get 200. I'm gonna get 400. I'm gonna get 500. I will never get 550 because I say move in the step of 100. Is that clear now?
Yeah.
Yes. So I want it to end at 600. So my B now, I want it to be between 2 and 8. Then, okay, let me say 2 and 10. And I want it to move in twos, that is in even numbers. Okay, so I've got this. Then what other question do I have? It says, okay, G equals this. I need to tell the students the value of G so that they would know. Then I will ask them to impute their answer here. Now, there's tendency they have recurring decimals, which I don't want them to do. So I will say, give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Then I'm going to show you how to do that. Do you understand now? The noise. So, okay, let's solve now. Let's solve now. We are looking for mass. Okay. So when you want to do something like this, you have to solve it systematically. Solution. So I can say the formula for mass is P divided by G times H. Okay. To find mass, or I can say recall that PE equals this. Huh? I don't want to make this bold anymore. So make mass. You saying something? Mike? So mass equals, now I'm sure you're all familiar with this, but if you don't, kindly take note. Backslash, open bracket, backslash, dfrac, then this will give you okay, G, yeah, G multiplied by height. Okay. I'm closing 2. I open 2, yeah, I open 2, then backslash, then I close my bracket. The more you can just copy and save it, the more you use it, the more you're gonna get so used to it and you know how to put it offhand. You don't need to cram it. Let me explain it to you. Dfrac, just like fraction. Then these 2 curly brackets stands for the one at the top, and these other 2 curly brackets stand for the one at the bottom. And one rule in programming, whatever you do, if you open 30 brackets, you must close it by 30 brackets. So that's why I'm having opening 2 and closing 2 that stands for the top, opening 2 and closing 2 that stands for the bottom. Are we good?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, since I have this, let me now impute what each represents. My PE here is representing A. Let me show you this. This is the potential energy. Do you get? Just like it's saying that in its GPE, right? So I'll say A. Then my G is known to be 9.81. Then my H is known to be B. Now, if I put my H just like that, it might not pick it up. So I need to put it inside the bracket. So I'm just gonna open the bracket and put it inside. Right? So I will say again, mass. Now, understand the step by which I'm going. I'm gonna just copy and paste. My A will still be here. And I want to change this one to AN1. I'll tell you what is AN1. AN1 is G times H, 9.81 times B. Let me go and declare it up there. AN1 equals 9.81 times B. What to do next is, I want to do A divided by AN1, all right? That's what I want to do next. So let me just show you that. So I'm going to have mass equals then AN2. You know, I've done this A divided by AN1 now. That's what is giving me this AN2. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Goiga, are you getting it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now we have finished our question. I mean, the solution is here, but we are to round off to 2 decimal places. That's where the function comes in. Let me show you the function of round. Then I'll use the opportunity to explain seal as well. So then I can just come here. You have some symbols, special characters. You have the one that is almost equal to. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so almost equal to, I'll say is ANS. I'll tell you what my ANS stands for. My mass is, what's the unit of mass now? What's the unit of our mass? What did they give us? Let's just put kg. It should be kg. Kg. Now, I would say ANS equals round. This is the round function. Round, what do you want to round? Round and 2. Huh? Remember, I said when you're using functions, what you need to understand about function is what they do and the kind of arguments they accept. Right? So this argument is, number 1, give me what you want to round. Number 2, where do you want to round it to? If I say 0, it will give me as a whole number. Huh? But this is just another way of doing something. But we have to do 2 decimal places, so I'll just put 2. So whatever my figure or my answer is going to round it to 2 decimal places. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want to just do something. I'm going to call that check, CH. I want to show us seal, so I don't come back to that because of time, right? So what seal is going to do when you open bracket, the same pattern. So let's seal and 2 and put it, yeah, let me just leave it like that. Yeah, seal and 2. It will give you in, what's it called now? Whole number. Yeah, it's round. That's what it does. It rounds some fractions to whole numbers. That's what seal does. Sorry, I'm trying to monitor some things. Okay. Now, let's go and check. Have we got our answer? You know, our main answer is ANS. So let me just put something here for us to see. Work of seal. Then we say seal to be what? CH, right? CH as the work of seal. So let's quickly run that. Now, okay, let me preview. Preview. I think my preview page is coming up. Can we see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's check. It's hanging. Come on. Okay, let me just submit and finish to see. It's still loading. That's why you're still seeing the code itself. You shouldn't be seeing it. Can you see it now? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Aha.
Yes.
So you can see that the diff part is working. 400 divided by 9 point. It makes your work neater and, you know, it will make it to be up to standard. So when you multiply 9.81 by 4, you're going to have 39.24. So when you divide by 400 by that, you're going to have 10.19, blah, blah, blah. And you see the round is putting it to 2 decimal places, while seal is putting it to this. Now, something I want you to take note of. When you're doing something like this, maintain round. You know why? If you have to do this normally, I'm sure you're going to leave it at 10, right? Because this is not up to 5. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Let me show you what I'm saying. Let me go and use round. CH1 and say round and 2, then I put 0. That is, make it a whole number. So I'm bringing these more like confusion matrix, true positive, false negative, or false positive, so that you would know which one to use at any point in time. Because there are some times that it is seal that you actually need. There are times that it is round that you actually need, depending on the context or the angle you find yourself. So let's check. Let's have it. Oh, this is up to, this is 31. Oh, I didn't even put it here. I didn't put it here. I want it to be, I want to put CH1. Let me put it around 2. Okay, let's preview. Okay, now this is saying 25 points. Now, do you see the difference now? Seal is saying 26. Round is saying 25, which is correct. Do I still have my audience?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I'm saying that what I'm trying to say in essence, always make use of round. But there are times that you will need seal. When you need them, you will do. I mean, when you're gonna need it, you will know. So make use of round, keep it at whatever this. And also, if you have to give your answer in 2 significant figures, this is the function. Just say SIG, FIG, then, and 2, then, how many significant figures? Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay, so that is that regarding that. Then, I don't know, is this, oh my goodness, I hope this will not take forever.
It will take time.
Huh?
It will take time. You have to wait. You have to chill.
Oh my God. Maybe I have to run it again because
Yeah, you can run it later. Run it later.
yes. Just clean up and okay. Let me snipe. Alpha, are you ready for me? Are you ready for me? Okay. Since Snipe is not ready to work, let me just use another method. Or is it about? Let me snap again. Yes, I really don't like this. Or let me go and check if I have a ready-made. I'm probably doing this too. Right. Okay, I'm just going to use this cylinder as an example since it's taking time. It's just to show you its application. So number 5. Now, what I want to do now is to ensure that I want to make something dynamic. And there's a way you can do that. Just like the boss said while he was giving his speech, he said, being logic, you just have to be very logical. And don't be stereotyped. Then be able to think fast and manipulate your way, right? So let me say, you just have to be smart. Yeah. So how does this come into play here? Let's see. This is table. I want to insert tables. So I want to put about how many columns now? Let's say 10 columns. Say 18. Now, alignment. Where do I want it? Center, whatever. I want it at the center. That is, I want my image or whatever I'm doing to be in the middle. Okay? So another thing you want to set is the class. You might not know, in fact, you don't even need to stress yourself about this. This background image, what it means is that in my table, I want to embed something at the back, at the background. That's the meaning. So I just click on this. What do you want to embed? So let me choose my file. You must have your file on the system. The one I wanted to use is not, so that's why I want to bring in a new file. Thanks. So I want to make use of this cylinder. So upload, insert. Now, if you notice this is what I have. I'm going to stretch this. Now, if you want to stretch, please don't stretch by the sides. Don't stretch in the middle. I mean, don't stretch at, what's it called now? At the center. This is where you stretch from. This. So now let's say I have been given something like this and a number was written here. You know, being on the image, it will make it stereotyped. But I want to make it dynamic. Huh? So I'm just gonna put A. No. Put it at the beginning. Huh? So just put your A. Then what you want to do now is to push. So instead of saying you label it A, David, are you getting what I'm trying to say now? It's for you.
Understand.
Yeah, so what do we even do now? This is a cylinder. What question can we find from here? What's the volume of a cylinder? How to define volume of cylinder? It's not pi r square h or something. Right? Pi r square. You know what? The purpose is to show you something. Let's not bother about calculation. So let me just put my answer box. Then let me just put 2. Then let me say my A equals 12 to 25. Okay, so let me just save and let's see. What is this thing is the HTML code, which you don't need. Aha. Now, in this kind of work, you need patience and tolerance. If you notice, while I impute whatever I imputed it around this side. But looking at it, it has jumped to this side. That tells me that it has jumped to another line. What do? Push it back. So that's what you keep doing till you get it right. So let's go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or thereabout. Let me just push it back and let's go and check now. So oftentimes, one thing in programming is that people just see the front end that it works. In the background, just more like, I think everybody understands. Okay, no, Michael does not. Okay, it's just more like you are keeping it there. Wow, can you see now? So it's already there. So if there's no submit and finish, let me just showing us 18. Then let me start again. Why are you still giving me 18? I want something else, guy. 15. So if there's any unit, you just put it in front. Do you understand now? So if you have, let's say you have something written here and something written here, you can tamper with only this side and not tamper with this part. And if you are patient enough, you can also tamper with it. So then you just put them in your calculation and wherever is applicable. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
So if we have any other this thing now, you can always get across to me. So let's go back to our slides and see areas that I have not touched. We've reviewed all the challenging questions. Oh, how to split marks. Okay, let's take note of that. Maybe that will be the last thing to look at. We have created tables, some functions. Using formula instead of short answer, we've done that. So take note, we have 1. Recurring this year, I mentioned that correct solution, I mentioned that. Then splitting. Okay, let's use this as example for splitting marks. So maybe that will be the last thing we're gonna look at. So permit me to copy this. Now this is just coming up. hue. I don't need it anymore. So number 6. What's the question? Okay, the question is saying find the range and median, I think. I just put it like that. Now, all of them are to be. Then, David, I was saying that you need to break into part 1, part 2. This is what I'm saying. Blank for
Okay,
more parts. So the one that has what the first one is acceleration.
yeah.
You can let me just blank. I'll show you. I'm not gonna use it. I'll just blank. It's just more like you need more pages or more layers. Huh?
Okay, sir. I
So
did that by accident, but I don't know how it works actually.
okay. So these are it. Part 1 is just more like you have 3 things and you want to put them inside one instead of creating one quiz, another quiz, because you would need the variables inside those ones, right? So
Okay.
when you have it under part 2 is constant speed or something like that. Huh? So this is what I'm
Okay.
saying. When you put something like W235, then star, whatever this one represents, huh?
Okay.
It's gonna pick it. Then you just do your settings. Then you put your answer now, you put your whatever, then blah, 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 like that. So that's the same thing goes to the third one. Huh? So just try it out. You're gonna like it. So, find range. We all know that range is the difference between the highest and the smallest, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to do something. I'll say and 1 equals max. Huh? Pick the maximum number from these numbers. These are the numbers I have. Then I want to do the same thing, which is and 2. So pick the minimum number from this. Huh? Now, what's this? Okay. So my first answer is and 1 minus and 2. I don't know if I'm clear, but I want to believe you understand what I did.
Yes, sir.
I think somebody's side.
Nobody's side. I said yes, sir.
Okay. Michael, do you understand what I did?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, don't worry. We're still gonna break it down for you, right? But just understand the logic. Then, Mrs. Mudupe, do you understand? Because you already said it's complex. So, are you trying to cope?
Go ahead, sir.
So,
Did you hear me?
yes, I heard you. You said
Okay.
what? Say that again.
I said go ahead, sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, all right, since I should go ahead, let me just go ahead. But if you don't mind, I can still find some other time to explain some things to you, so it will be a little more clear. Now, this max is also a function. What it does is that it picks the highest, the maximum, from a set of numbers. Then minimum does the same thing. So what I want to do now, this and 1 is representing maximum. This and 2 is representing minimum. So I'm doing and 1 minus and 2. That's the range. Then don't mind all this A1 and 1 we are using. It's just, you can use anything. You can use PQ. You can use whatever. It's just like coding. Let me use that word. Now, our median is, I think is even arranged already. Median is 12. Right? Correct? Nobody's talking.
Yes.
So everybody's bored or tired. So I'm gonna round up very soon. Don't worry. The range, that is the answer box for the range, answer box for median. Now I want to split my answer. I want, if you get range 0.5, if you get this one, excuse me, oops, 0.5. So what do I do now? I will change my grading criterion. I will say A naught, which is representing the first one. Let me say 0.5 multiplied by A naught, then plus 0.5 times A1. Is getting complex, right? So this is my answer. We both agree that A naught and A1 is my answer. This is grading criterion. That is, I'm splitting, my part mark is 1. Now splitting one mark into 2, which will give me 0.5 and 0.5. If it's 3 answers, you definitely have recurring decimal, but this is what you do. The first one will be 0.33. The second one is 0.33. The third one can be 0.34. It's not compulsory that it's the last one that should be 0.34. Just use your discretion. Which of these 3 questions is a little tougher? That's when you're going to award 0.34 to. I want to believe that when you get to the real application of this, you're going to understand what I'm saying. You're going to understand more. So let's go now. There's one more thing we need to do. Yeah, grading variables. You so A naught equals underscore naught. This is more like you're assigning variables. That's what it means. A1. What this means, is this. A naught, that's your answer. Underscore naught, that's your answer box for the first one. Where is it now? This one. This A1 is going with this. Then you're just saying you're declaring your A1. So let's see what we've done, if it really works. Give me my. Okay, so our range actually is 18, right? 20 minus 2, 18. Our median is 12. Let's do the right thing first. Can you see? Correct. Let's do it again. Intentionally, let's put the wrong answer. 18, then 4. Let's see now. Can you see? Your answer is partially correct. That's what it will tell. You see that it's not the usual green tick that you always see. So it's saying your answer is partially correct. At the back end, which you may not see, when the students attempt this kind of quiz, the student will be awarded 0.5. So if you've written CBT exams before, sometimes you wonder, but everything is this, why did they give us why am I seeing 0.5 in my results? Especially those of us that are very used to the Nigerian system of marking. You'll be wondering where is point coming from? Sometimes the grading has been tampered with. So this is what happens most of the time. So let's go back to slides. Okay, we've sorted this. Then we've been able to handle these functions. Only square root. Square root is just SQRT, and you put your number inside. Then we've thought about how to create, we've not done creating tables. Then using answers for this. I think creating tables can come some other time. Now, these functions. Okay, I will show you how to create table, and I'll show you this function. I'm going to put this in the chat box, which you can all copy for everyone. So you might need it later in case you are doing something similar. So I've posted this in the chat box. I'm gonna get it soon. You should have it now. Okay. So let's check the PowerPoint if there's any other thing. Okay, no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. All right. Okay, number 7 now. What we want to do, two things here. We want to see what these fractions, what these functions stand to represent. Then I want to show you how to create table. So that's what I'm gonna put in this. How do you create table? You come here, insert or edit table. Then how many rows, how many columns? 3 columns, 2 rows. Then I want it aligned center. Then you choose your class. Remember the one that we used and put something in the background. We did not put class. Else is going to show your table because, we had a table and we added something in the background. Hence, our table did not show. Can you all recall that?
Yes, sir.
So this one, table bordered. How thick do you want your line bordered? Let's say 3. Then frame, I want a box. I want all. Then the border color, that is the line color of your whatever, black. So you see, then just stretch. So I can do some formatting. Everything should be in the middle. I can say Josh, Mike, Ben. So maybe I want to put their score, right? So I will just put 5, 8, 7. In this kind of scenario, it will allow variability. That is, if you want the numbers to be random, dynamic, changing, you just go and declare your variable up here. We all agree, right? Let me do that. Let me see, 5 to 9. B equals 8, 9 to whatever. C equals 32 to something like this. So I'll just say, so in case you see any table, you are working on a table and you see a table, don't just snipe the table and just paste it. Create it on your own. It will bring, now I'm going to get error. because I made a mistake. Yeah, I'm expecting that. Yes, I did not put any answer. So let me just put something here, just for us to have our way through. So let's let's preview, see what we have. Can we see now? So when you want to do something like numerator, denominator, you know the one to use in case you encounter something like this, because these are some mathematics that I've worked on and I was able to build the function. So I just keep them and just use anytime I need something of that nature. So one of these days, either of you are gonna be doing some of these things, because just like he rightly said, there are so many projects that we are looking at. So I would not be the one running most of them again. Would have to push them to you, and I just review and also do the more challenging ones, and while you also come on board with it. So yeah, this is quadratic. I've done something like that. So you just know how to edit down to solving quadratic equation and showing the exact way it will be written if it were to be on paper. All right. So this is the table I'm talking about. This one you are seeing here is the answer box that was automatically created. So let me just save it. Okay, so let me just do something. Let me do something. I'm trying to load the question so you can see. I want to show you something. One, two, three, 4, 5. Let me just leave it like that. Okay, so let's see this quiz from the front side. This is how it's going to look like on the front side. So for this one, CL, do you notice why the student was marked wrong?
This is lowercase.
Yes, so it is case sensitive. So when you are using this kind of method and you do something like always do it for small letter, sentence case, and capital letter.
Okay.
But for Roman numeral, I left it at capital because normally it should be written in capital letters. Do you understand now?
Okay, sir.
But when you are doing something like that constant speed that we are talking about, you do for sentence case, you now also do for small letters. Most time they don't use capital or true, all right?
Okay.
So maintain sentence case and small letter.
Okay, sir.
Now, next page. Then the student puts the answer. Let me just put the wrong answer so I will see what I got at the end of the day. Aha, this is actually why I loaded the question. Now, if you notice, you asked me that when you put in, I'm using video, you can't call, Jesus Christ. So, no. Why now? God, I can't sit down. Sorry, I think I'm having some issues here. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
I think my screen went blank. I'm coming. Don't talk. Okay. I think it's back now. Okay, so what I was saying is that when you have this, you were asking, because the student were asked to explain their answer, right?
Yeah.
So let's say the student says, X, my reason is because blah, 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 like that.
Okay.
So it will allow the student to impute that. No, there should be something else. Let me go back to the previous, please. Okay, check. Upon clicking check, it will load this. I told you that a code was embedded. So this is how the code that you used to embed piece. The code I used to put, and I think Mr. Boyega has done something like this as well. This is how it works. It will hide the multiple choice first. So it will allow the student to impute their whatever answer. It will now later, once they click check, it will now show their answer for them and say, okay, yeah, mark your answer, which must correlate to what is here. So this student now cannot select this. Even if he or she select this, we're going to know, and the student will be marked down because you already impute this one. So,
okay.
But if the student imputes something related to this, then he or she can now select and then click on check, then move on. So, that's that. And let's move to next. I don't know the answer for this. Let's just put something. Next. I'm not checking immediately. I didn't have to check immediately. I will just, look at it and it will show me my answer. But the purpose is to, I think we're saying this one is 18 and this one is 12. So I think it was 4 that I put in here. Then last one, finish attempt. Now, incorrect, not complete, incorrect. All this one that I did not. Okay, I didn't check them. Submit all and finish. So that's, can you see now? So Mr. Goyega, have you seen what I'm saying? That the student will no longer be able to check again after they finish their work. Oh, I think he's no longer on the call. Okay, is there? Mr. Goyega, Michael, peace is out. Okay. Mr. Goyega, are you there?
Yes. My network is kind of
Yeah, sorry, almost through. What I was saying that the student will no longer be able to do start again for them to see the answer. It will only show them once and they will submit and they are seeing their score. 4 out of 7. Give it. This is the percentage. So it will now show them solution to see where they got it wrong.
Oh.
You get now. So that's just finish review.
Will all these questions you solve here, will still be on the website so as to
Okay.
check
I will leave it. I'll just leave it for now. Yeah.
okay.
I'll just leave it on the system for now. So I think back to the last slide. So that's all. Thank you very much for listening. I want to know if there's anyone with question. Yeah, so we can wrap it up. Anyone?
I don't want to take this time. Maybe I'll contact you later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let me call on Mr. Dipo. Sir, are you still there? Okay, just give me some minutes, please.
Sir. Hello, sir.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Okay. As in, this section is very informative, and I really learned a lot. As in, I can correct some of my mistakes due to this section. So, as in, how often can we be having these seminars? And because of time and stuff, like based on your schedule and everything.
David.
Huh?
Yeah, sorry, I got your question. I was speaking with Mr. Dipo, right? Okay, so regarding what you said, it's a good one, it's a good move. So we're gonna look at it and we bring up something like this at intervals because to be honest, there are so many new discoveries that we have at our fingertips. So
Okay.
depending on the question or we are working on, will depend on the one you will know. Let me put it like that.
Okay.
So, but as time goes on, we're going to have something synonymous to this, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
One more question.
Okay.
Is it possible to create, I think there are more than 6 or 7 of us in this Zoom meeting. Is it possible
Okay.
to create more like a WhatsApp group
Okay.
for all of us? Maybe we
Actually,
can be posting, like, if someone has a problem, you can just throw a question there. Maybe one of our friends may know the answer, something like that.
okay. Actually, the company has a WhatsApp group. Maybe you're not added or thereabouts. I'm going to look into that. Let me hold on. Let me just check. We've got myself, Mr. Diko, Boyiga, Miss Olu, um, what's it called now? Okay, this is not there, but we're gonna put her because well, don't worry. I'm going to look into that. But nevertheless, this is to everyone. I want to believe everyone has my number.
Yes.
I'm your training manager, all right? So whatever challenge you have or whatever regarding talent and careers work or anything, you can always push them to me, right? So I'll always
Okay, sir.
be available to provide answers for you, pending when we're going to put that up because Mr. Dipo is actually busy now. I would have raised that, but he's still in a meeting. So on behalf of the CEO, Mr. Dipo Adeni, I would like to say a very big thank you to everyone for, setting out your time and coming to, join this meeting to learn and share ideas together. So once again, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone. So if there are comments, I'd like to welcome them now. Or any other thing.
Just want to thank you for your time. Like always creating time to work out.
Oh,
Despite your tight schedule. So I'm always grateful for
thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I want to apologize for pushing it to 12 o'clock. I got a message I needed to travel. So that's why I want to quickly finish so I can embark on my journey. So I'm also sorry I had to quickly bring you back. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Thanks for your time. We can all have a very good weekend. So
Yeah.
let me
Same to you.
talk like our president. I think Michael is excluded anyway. Michael is not in Nigeria, so Mr. Dikos is not in Nigeria. So, like our president said, Tinubu, enjoy your weekend. All right.
Right.
All right.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Lest I forget, the video will be made, the link will be made available. We're actually live on YouTube. So once the link is ready, I'll make it available for everyone.
All right, sir.
Yeah.